First,
the Part A.
schedule.
And it's about taxpayer.
And it's about taxpayer identification number
It says
system.
the taxpayer ID system applies to the following.
Applies to
One.
the following. 1. The Ghana Revenue Authority. Means you cannot deal with GRA without a TIN. 2. The Controller and Accountant General. 3. The Registrar General Department. 4. The Registrar of Cooperatives. 5. Land Commission. 6. Immigration Service. 7. The Passport Office. 8. Driver and Vehicle License Authority. 9. The courts. You cannot file a suit in court without a TIN. Also, tax. Hello. I'm gonna add that. Then here, 10 ministries, departments, and agencies. You cannot deal with them if you don't have one. Then 11, metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. And 12. So when the law was now exhausted with the examples, it now came to 12 and said, government, subdivisions of government, and public institutions not listed above. That's when a lawyer is writing, and in his mind, I can't remember everything. Then 13, persons required to withhold taxes. So all of you here, once you're limited liability, sole proprietor, and GRA has given you a file number where you can withhold a tax, we are saying that you cannot pay me in your office if you don't collect my TIN. So the law applies for everybody. Then you go to 14, banks, insurance companies, and other financial institutions. You cannot withdraw your money from the finance house without a TIN. After the money, it is there. But the day you are coming for it, we are saying the form you are going to fill, we must do. So when if we escalate it, so if you are even a good country, your pastor must not take your offering without a TIN.
To me, is it your money? So some of you don't even owe, you don't owe anything tax, you don't owe anything. In paying me, let you understand the essence of the thing. So coming here, I took a shot.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Of the law. The law is the Revenue Administration Act 2016.
Thank you very much. Please, my house to
915.
Voice at the Registrar General.
Right.
I don't understand why they are even allowed in there.
Agreed.
And secondly, concerning the registration, I work with a lot of women who will not listen to anything I'm talking about business registration. Why? Because anytime we go there, the ups and downs. And I personally went there to do my re-registration. It took me more than a year to get my certificates. I have to go, which I don't understand. Like you are saying, it said it's coming to me more than a day, but it took me about a year to get my business certificate. And also the lease tax, talking about a car. So in case I've received a car gift from somebody, a loved one, what am I supposed to do on that one too? And also concerning the internal revenue. I can't remember in the beginning, I paid some taxes sometimes, but 20% daily. I still have those receipts. But it got to a time when I did capacity building and taxation. I went to my community and then I educated them. And then we realized that the revenue collectors that used to come to the ground for the collections don't come anymore. I went to the office to let them notice what is happening at the grassroots. All they told me was they don't have human resources. So it's like the tax collectors now are just targeting the huge company, forgetting the grassroots, the small ones. That makes it big. So these are my challenges. Thank you so much.
It is what the law says. First, the schedule, the Part A, and it's about taxpayer.
My question is about custom. Since you are tax. Customs.
Okay.
Please, are you aware if before custom people will levy their taxes?
Yes.
I think some of their tax policies is that to make the taxpayer fair, equitable, and I think reasonable or something. Yeah. The clearing agents over there was letting me know that when they assess your goods, and the goods is not up to the level of selling which they want, they will bring it to their level and they will surcharge it. What are you talking about that on behalf of the private sector?
Right.
Thank you.
All right. So let me understand the essence of the thing. So coming here, I took a snap. A pen will have to be engaging. We must create an living environment. All of us could apply for American visa or UK visa online, and you get an appointment day to go and get your visa. And these are things as a country. Some of us are pushing. So if you want to create this tax environment to take this about tax revenue, then you need to create a new environment where getting a visa is not difficult, getting a visa is not difficult, even paying a tax is not difficult. We are all using ATM cards. I should be able to pay my tax using my card, not to buy a car or shoe online. So what is the big deal paying GRA online? So these are bottlenecks that are not supposed to be there. But in Ghana, they are there because
those would be a wonderful foundation for the projection.
Bottlenecks that should not exist.
Quickly.
These are things that the current
Good morning. This is what we call business model. University of Ghana, we said, if you want to come and school with us, come there.
Don't it's again an issue the GRA would handle. From where I sit, GRA looks at the economy of raising tax revenue. How much does it cost you to collect 20 pesos? So sometimes they do this cost benefit, and if they think that is not worth it, they wouldn't come. But I'm not saying they should not come. They must find alternative ways. They can even sublet. That become a business-less area where some of you can begin to engage in. You set up a tax collection firm where your staff go around to collect taxes for a commission. They are thinking about for even rent tax. The AMA and Co. Assemblies are thinking of even property rate tax, where they get people like you bring together unemployed youth. They go through home to home, collect the property rate, you come an account, and then what commission do you get? So these the opportunities when it comes to revenue generation. On the issue of the SEPs, man say they have to increase that amount. I'm not sure what he was telling you was right. It may be somebody trying to tell you something to make you pay. A tax man cannot say the value of the item is 10, but because the value might be 15, I will increase to 50 in tax. It's certainly somebody who is telling you this in order to get. But when you get such instances, let's report them. Sometimes we allow the evil.
Very important. And look at the way it is saying, how have we?
You must arrest them. I agree with you.
They are employees of staff. Yes. It's not that we don't know. Who arrest them? You should do the background investigation. I don't work in GRA, I'm a lecturer.
That we don't know. When you come to Legon and you dare take money
to gain somebody admission, we'll flash you out. People have lost their 25 years job in Lagos because they took money to give some admission or they changed a rate.
And we should do so everywhere. We cannot run a lawless country. And these are the things that we need to put in place. And it's doable. Even armed robbers, we know who they are. I had an armed robber in my house. You know who they are?
So we will arrest you.
The real smokers in Lagos, not to know them. That's why they are all assisting in your house.
Yeah, good. In the tax laws of Ghana, a gift, whether in cash or in kind, is taxable, unless the gift is coming from a close family relation. So if your husband buys you a car, it's not taxable. But as a friend, if I give you a car gift, then you must find the market value of the car gift and you pay 5%. And again, God has not blessed us in Ghana. We are upon the left from it's really in our law. But see, in our country, we don't enforce them. So one way of enforcing them is this thing. Because when I give you the car gift, you must do change of ownership. Okay.
Good. So once it's coming to you, we call it it's an income. It's a gift. It's enough from so we will still impose the tax. But maybe the person will ask you, what if I don't have the money? Maybe the car is worth $100,000. 5% is about $500. I don't have the money. Well, what do? You find something to do.
Hello.
All right.
I want you to first mention that when somebody gets 8,000 and they say 8,000, they are taking withholding already.
Good.
Now I have received 8,000.
Good.
So I should have paid tax again.
Okay, so let me clarify that. If a withholding agent does his work well, so I got 8,000 from a service.
Withholding tax is 7.5. That means the person will give me less than 8,000.
Good.
So in that case, the person is supposed to go and pay the 7.5.
Yeah. And then give you the tax certificate.
But then it depends on the type of service and the type of, let's say, tax. Okay. If the 8,000 is the tax on it is a final tax, like a part-time lecturer, and you withhold 10%, and the 10% is a final tax. It means all the tax I will pay on the 8,000 is the 10%. Okay. But if I offered a service and you withhold 7.5, it's payment on account.
Okay.
So I've only paid part payment of the taxes I'm due. So at the end of the period, I must file my taxes for 8,000. The taxman will now use my tax rate in calculating. Let's assume the calculation is about 1,005. If the 7.5 is maybe 800, then I owe GRA the difference because the service on which I pay that tax is on account.
Yeah, but if that is the case, are we not making more difficult to average and taxes, payments and taxes? Then even if the government take all the taxes because you don't also really that after you take the money, go back to the tax office and file it and pay it. If you see something like that already, and then honestly,
if this is so, even though so I'm coming here and took a snap
challenges
of the law. The law is the revenue administration at
finances
at 915.
Tax rate is 20%. If from what Paul is saying, if you do 20% of 8,000, it's 1,000.
For 1 year, I'm supposed to pay that 1,000 at the end of the year. If you took it now, you are holding my money.
You are holding my money.
Cash flow. The tax law is saying, well, don't take all the 20%. Just take 7%. But so that I will have money to do my.
How is the tax rate established?
The tax rate is established by law. So each year, as part of the budget, the Minister of Finance will take to Parliament the revenue expectation. Based on that, then what rates must we impose in order for government to get it? But and with what I've seen in Ghana, they don't change too often. The current rate we have now came in force in 2015, and I don't see it being changed in the next 5 years.
And how much?
Yes, so now when it comes to withholding taxes, there are different things that require different withholding tax rates. So if it's on goods, supply of goods, the rate is 3%. If it's on works, it's 5%. If it's on service, it's 7.5%. If it's on rent, and the rent is for residential, it's 8%. If it's on commercial property, you rent a place for a business, it's 15%. If it's on dividend, it's 8%. So the rates differ. And then even your monthly salaries, what the PY you pay is also an example of a tax rate.